Hago más duro. Marketplace, Johnny Boys, Royal Stacks, Luxury Wheels, Century 21, Mary Warren, Bethany Farms, JPG Plumbing, CNC Pro, Legacy United Raymond, The Manor on High, Perfect Poultry, and Luxury Wheels. Hope you enjoy the game and go down on Thunder. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to George Andrews Reserve Round 17 NPL action. Dandenong Thunder hosts Altona Magic. To the two-team lineups, Altona Magic. Number 3, Jordan Delides. Number 4, Aaron Driscoll. Number 8, Stephen Lawless. Number 10, Norm Sahedovich. Number 11, Jay Kelly. Number 12, Saad Mukcha. Number 14, Bull Juck. Number 15, Alexander Gus. Number 16, Muhammad El Hawaii. Number 26, Jawad Razai. Number 88, Christian Rossi. Substitutes for the Altona Magic. Number 1, Ben Raciak. Number 2, Matthias Gonzalez. Number 5, Nedim Skanedovich. Number 6, Johnny Stachevsky. Number 7, Nathan Liberto. Number 17, Daniel Fabrizio. Number 18, Philip Dinchevsky. Number 20, Julian Rodriguez. And number 71, Hayden Brown. To the Dandenong Thunder lineup, number 1, Piers Clark. Number 3, Daniel Alessi. Number 4, Sevdim Ismaili. Number 5, Mersim Mehmeti. Number 8, Aidan Edwards. Number 11, Ali Suleimani. Number 12, Birkan Kirda. Number 13, Ben Jibba. Number 14, Danny Dixon. Number 16, Mohamed Selinovsky. Number 22, Jay Romanovsky. Substitutes for the Dandenong Thunder, number 2, Joseph Romero.
This is my first time I'm going to see Danny Dixon.
Number 15, Joshua Karans. Number 26, Artem Barki. Number 49, Harris Rizvani. Enjoy the game. Go down on Thunder.
Not on the bench. 3 minutes to go. Come on, Ice Dog. Yeah, yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
3 minutes to go. We're not sorry, sir. On. Are we on? I'll test it quick. Well, that's an important word when you get to that's involved. It wasn't a kid called Kingston and would have got you, but because there isn't. My mind went to Kingston City rather than the ground. Ah, well.
Hey, Loza. Good, how are you?
Go left.
I was going to say, a bit freezing down there.
Two clubs coming off a defeat last week and looking to set it right here. It's the Thunder and the Magic to do battle from George Andrews Reserve. The Thunder are looking for their first home win over the Magic in 3 years after a wonderful night for Ali Suleimani back in 2021. If they win here, they will complete a league double over the Magic for the first time in the NPL era. Oliver Walker-Peel and Michael Thompson here with you to take you through this Saturday night clash under lights at the Thunderland. It is the Thunder and the Magic. Michael, good evening to you. It's a Saturday night. Where else would you rather be?
Absolutely, Ollie. It's good to be with you for the first time in, about 18 months since we last called a game, but wouldn't have wanted to spend anything else on a Saturday night but these two sides and calling alongside you, which should be a good game.
Should be a belter. Two sides that won't play in finals with the top six firmly out of reach for both, but that can sometimes present some good football. Let's go to the lineups, and there's only one change across both teams. The Thunder go in unchanged. Their 11 is as follows. Piers Clark is in goal, the back four of Merson and Mehmeti. 7th is Maley, Benjiba and Ben Alessi. A midfield three of Aidan Edwards, Mohamed Salamovsky and Birkin Kurdar should play ahead of them both. And a front three of Ali Suleimani, Jay Romanovsky and Danny Dixon. And for Altona, they make only the one change, with Darcy Anastovsky dropping out of the team to be replaced by Jawad Razai. Their team, Christian Rossi is in goal, Moel Hawley, Jordan Delidis, Aaron O'Driscoll and Jay Kelly. The back four, Stephen Lawless, Sad Mukashar and Alex Gus, the midfield three. The front three of Jawad Rezai, Buljawach and Nur Sahavdic. Of course, there was a bit of late drama back in the early parts of the season at Paisley Park when there was a late goal from Josh Carrance to give the Thunder the points after a tough start to the season. That looked to be the thing that would stoke the fire. It hasn't really worked out for them. Coming into the weekend sitting 11th. They probably won't be dragged into the relegation race, but nothing further up the table either. As we are set to get this one underway, Altona's top scorer in Buljawach to get us going. And we are underway from George Andrews. Lucas Mattia, the referee, getting us underway. Slip down the line as the Thunder are propelled forward early. Goes to the byline, Salamovsky looking to pull one back. And the Magic are able to repel. Sent up towards halfway, towards Juach. As mentioned, the top scorer so far this season in the league for Altona with 8 in his 16 NPLMVIC Victoria appearances, one every other game. Here's Maley in field. Back with Kerdar. As it's sent out of play for a Dandenong Thunder throw. It's been an interesting night so far here at the Thunderland, Michael. The under-21s game called off towards the end of the first half due to bad light. This game was under threat. Should be good for the rest of it, though.
Absolutely. Looking forward to seeing this game continues. Altona with possession in tow. So go through the middle. That pass there was through Jay Kelly. Bit too much mail on that one for Pierce Clark. And no issues there for him. Here's Amali. Got blocked off there, and Altona retained possession right now through Kelly. Kelly now passes through the Muchika. Now up on the far broadcast side, Gust. As you said, Ollie too, it's a bit of a dead fixture for both sides, unfortunately, with nothing too phasing 7th position. We know that Dandenong City are holding 7th position really nicely at the moment, and the top 6 looks well good in the scheme of things at the moment too, with Port Melbourne now in a position as first shot there coming through from Bull Jurak there from Altona, and the first shot of the game. But it's really a dead, as you said, dead fixture too, with Port Melbourne seen in 6th position at the moment with 28 points, and Dandenong City with 22 points. So the winning team hopefully tonight will try and get themselves in touch with 7th position too, but at the moment it's not really too much of a logjam too. It's we're starting to see the real men from the boys as the old saying goes with the latter positions too, but a lot of momentum heading towards the latter part of the season too. The transfer window is about to open up too, so maybe both sides might look at potentially some new players during the transfer window, which opens up in, I think, about 2 weeks' time, Ollie.
It's not far away. And there's one way to look at it, saying that both these sides won't make the top 6, but every game's important. For someone, of course, the Thunder are well on demand, which speaks to some of their problems this season. They've got Wade Decker on international duty with Sri Lanka through his mum, so we hope he's going okay away with Sri Lanka alongside former A-League's star Jack Hingert. As the Magic look for the switch, trying to run this one down, Jay Kelly, the ball will elude him out of play. There's not been a fixture too kind to the Thunder over recent years. 8 clashes in the NPL Men's Victoria era. 6 of them have gone the way of Altona, with 2 wins for the Thunder, including one earlier this season at Paisley Park, well controlled by Suleimani. They couldn't keep it for long. Gust goes down the line for Jawad Rezai, formerly of Hume City. Good switch of play. Here's Kelly, who will look to have a run at Ismaili. And right on his terms was the Dandenong Thunder number 4. Couldn't prevent the Altona corner though. So an early set piece for which Altona will look to make something happen. Be the Irishman in Stephen Lawless to try and send this one in. Won Player of the Year in the division below for Werribee City last season, formerly known as NPL 2. Now, of course, VPL 1. Lawless floats it in towards the back post. Clark elected to punch. He was clobbered in the process and was sent into the back of the net. Hopefully he's not there for his own sake too much, picking the ball out of it, but that probably would have been more physically painful than retrieving the ball. It's not a place you want to be too often tonight. Heavy touch from Nursa Havdic. Out of play for a Thunder throw. The voice you can hear down below, by the way, is that of Altona coach Goran Lozanovsky, who is definitely not a quiet campaigner. Former Socceroo, played 9 times for the Australian men's national side, so Was certainly a wonderful player, spent time in Germany as well. Free spell with Alemannia Aachen in the second tier of Germany. Trying to get a foot in there was Ben Schieber. It's the former Melbourne City youth prospect in Jordan Delidis, who works with O'Driscoll. Ball sent down the line from Moel Hawley, looking to get there. Sahavdic will try and send this in. A couple of Altona players there at the edge of the box trying to work it out amongst one another, but the Thunder should bring it away. Sent forward from Daniel Alessi, but the ball will be coming straight back. Here's Buljuac. It was a great bit of control. The finish didn't match it. Sent well over the top and wide.
Bit too high there for Buljuac, unfortunately, there, Ollie. So another goal kick, but a second shot. Wouldn't say on target, but
Well off target.
Well off target there. But at least Altona not too shy in trying to find the net, that's for sure. And they've had a couple of good attempts in the early going to this one. Dandenong Thunder really haven't caused too much restraint up for it themselves. And like you said, trying to find their first win against Altona here in 3 years, which we'll see what they can do. In particular, Ismaili now to throw the ball in, does so. Ismaili got it from Danny Dixon, as said to you as well. First time seeing Danny Dixon in a Dandenong Thunder jersey in real life. Formerly, of course, of Hume City and Bentley Greens. A star player and has been for a very long time in this competition. Thunder lob this ball and switch to the other side. Romanovsky's chasing down for it too, but it's going to be cut off there in the end by Alexander Gust of Altona. And it'll be a magic throw in on the far right-hand side of where you are. Thunder try and regain possession. They lose ground through midfield. Magic going to reset and are going to switch. So stay through the middle. Good lob there from Delidis. And couldn't find anyone but Pierce Clark for the Thunder. And so we tick now into the 9th minute here, Ollie. It's 0-0 between the Thunder and Magic. And it's been really a battle through the midfield at the moment. And no, Altona have just tried to get a couple of scoring opportunities, but he's way off target. But I think at the moment it might be a little bit of a battle in the midfield. But we'll see what Thunder can do with, as we know, a younger team. A lot of the star players are either injured or, as I said, on international duty. So we'll see what kind of tide they'll be able to take over the course of the full 90 minutes.
So try and win it back, and doing so there was Danny Dixon on the Thunder left. Goes to the byline. Still Danny Dixon looking to pull it back, but can only find Christian Rossi. He's a fair campaigner in this league now, Danny Dixon, in Victorian top flight appearance number 159. Across the likes of Bentley and the Knights and Heidelberg as well, amongst others. Here's Juac, well controlled on the chest. Sahavdic now back with Buljuac. Rolls it in board. Back for Sahavdic, who will switch it. Early chance for Altona and Jawad Rezai. That one blocked behind for a corner, but Jawad Rezai back into the team, won't mind that too much. He'll look to make things work down the Altona left. Another Magic corner to follow. Floated in, punched away again by Pierce Clark. Ball sent back in. Headed clear by Alessi. The Thunder looking to get on a break, but a couple of players in red and black not quite on the same page. Now Hawley. Now back with Aaron O'Driscoll, formerly of Mansfield Town in the English lower leagues. Back on Kerdar. Romanovsky, who had it taken away from him. Goes back the other way. He had it robbed from his toes as well. Thunder now down the right, and Giba trying to send a ball in, the former South Melbourne man, and he helps win his side a corner. Mercy Mehmeti over to take this one. Former Australian Youth International at under-17s level. Sent in high towards the back post and dropping the ball there, Rossi. Ball bobbling around. Altona still haven't cleared it. It's sent over the top from Danny Dixon. Bit of a nervy moment there for the Magic custodian there, Michael.
Absolutely, Ollie. And first real opportunity that the Thunder have had all game too, and it's taken them the 12th minute to get that opportunity. But again, good defense there from Altona and able to sort of box it out and get it out as quickly as possible, and just a bit too much power on the kick there from Danny Dixon. So all's with the Magic. They're going to try and get through. They might have lost it here. Thunder might have an opportunity here. Chance for Salamoski. That ball's blocked away. And Altona breakaway now through Kelly. Got dispossessed. He might get the ball back. He does. So Kelly through midfield here for Altona. Might get dispossessed again. Well done in the end. There by Aiden Edwards. Passes the ball back to Dixon. And they're going to switch onto that far side. Now in the hands of Romanovsky. And his ball's been cut off, and a couple of plays slipping over two at the moment. Alessi's going to get boots the ball. Hands it back over to Pierce Clark. A bit dewy outside tonight too, Ollie. And a typical winter's night here in Melbourne, and a bit wet as well. I think we had a bit of rain earlier today too, which I was not privy to, unfortunately, being inside for most of the day. So, so I saw a bit of the wetness driving in here tonight as Dixon might give a chance now for Dandenong. He's going to cross this one in. Maybe a bit too much power there for Suleimani, it was. And Duak grounds the ball and he gets it out of dodge.
Good feet from Mehmeti. We'll roll it in field for Suleimani, who got his control not under control. Ball stuck underneath his feet. Here's West Australian Aiden Edwards. Mehmeti rolls it forward for Suleimani, the Thunder captain. Roll down the line and into play. Jay Kelly. Another one like Lawless, formerly of Werribee City. Played at this level for Richmond back in 2016 too.
That's going way back.
It is going way back. Smaley. The former Western Sydney Wanderer and Alessi. He'll clip it down the line. Shouts for offside from the Altona bench. Won't matter anyway as Christian Rossi sweeps up.
15 minutes into this one, 0-0 between the Magic and the Thunder. Magic with possession. On that far right-hand side, Lawless. Might be in a bit of trouble. Keeps his feet well done there by Lawless. Into space here for me for Druck. And a bit too much mail on that pass there from Lawless to Druck. And it's now Thunder's ball here. Here's Clark's got to be a bit careful. Almost got dispossessed there inside the 18-yard box. Mementi. This right-hand side. And they switch again, the Thunder. Nice header there from Romanovsky. And saying that, they've been dispossessed again. Have Dandenong and Altona regain possession. As I mentioned, both sides trying to get a win to sort of stay in touch with Dandenong City on the table. It's a bit of a log jam from 8th down to 12th position on the ladder at the moment, but only a few points separating both teams. And a win will give them a little bit of momentum heading into the second half of this season. As we've seen a duel up to the far right-hand side from where we are. Altona retain possession. Kelly. It's been dispossessed again. Ball with Ismaili. Trying to go for Suleimani there. And that ball's been headed up now. Dixon almost had headed to ball there. And Suleimani fighting for possession. Ball now with Danny Dixon. Dixon looking for options. Heads back to Ismaili. And they're going to play conservative ball and switch from one side to the other. Mementi. Now to Alessi. As Altona now have a chance to go here. Nice clean tackle there. Magic here might be able to get their first real shot on target. The challenge was clean. No whistle called there near the 18-yard box, but Altona retained possession.
It looked like it all opened up for Bourgeois. He rolled the ball to his left, and after that, it seemed like the Magic were messing around at the edge of the box a bit here. As Bourgeois has been impressive early on. To pull it back, it was behind Joe Adrezai. Driscoll. Sent down the line towards Suleimani. Always leading the race of that ball was Saud Mukashar. Formerly of NK Rudeš in Croatia. Or was at least on their books anyway, never appeared for them. Formerly in Melbourne Victory's academy, as there's an early... There's a free kick, I should say, for Altona. Kelly. Delidis, and now O'Driscoll. Reze sending that one into touch. Thrown in down the line. El Hawley. Oh, Driscoll again. Let's try and roll it down the line. Rezai looking to whip it in towards the back post. It eluded both Bourgeois and Jay Kelly, who were trying to make a run for it. The ball drifting out of play, and it's back with the hosts.
Altona are looking good. They're getting good opportunities. It's just they probably need to be maybe a little bit more sharper crossing the ball in. Thunder just sort of playing a bit more conservative ball in the first 20 minutes or so. Throwing with the Thunder. Headed there was Salamovsky. He'll get ball back, lobs it over the top. Good juggling act there from Suleimani. Passes now to Kadar. And they'll be able to switch again, which they've done. Chance for the Thunder. On speed here is Jiba. Ben Jiba might be in a bit of trouble here. He's going to circle back to Kadar. And they've got a bit of space now for Ismaili. Kadar. Going to go for a run. He's got a couple of yellow shirts to try and beat. And he's on that far left-hand side. Hits the deck and wanted the free kick. Not going to get it to Altona. Good defensive pressure there. And they'll keep possession back here as we've got to play down here. Ollie just a little bit of discomfort at the moment. Just trying to make out who it might be.
Well, there'll be an Altona change on the way here. Looks as though it's in response to this. It's Jay Kelly, the man receiving treatment and slated to be withdrawn here, with Daniel Fabrizio, judging by the number on the fourth officials board, fourth official Ross Clark preparing that change in the interim. Daniel Fabrizio had been sent all the way around to the dugout to retrieve something and then been quickly called back. There's a few Thunder fans in jest calling for a yellow card for Fabrizio, even though he's on the bench, which of course we saw here a couple of weeks ago with James Hunters of Manningham received 2 yellows after being withdrawn, and he was sent off and suspended for the following week. And so Jay Kelly to be withdrawn and Daniel Fabrizio to take his place. Fabrizio, who played 25 league games for Altona, or for St Albans I should say, before moving to Altona, as Romanowski picks it up, unleashes one, and it was straight at Rossi. He had to jump to claim, but not there easy enough. So Fabrizio, formerly of St Albans, and played the equal most games for them last season alongside Jasko Koranovic with 25. Now in his first season at Paisley Park. Fabrizio with El Hawley. Gust for Rezai. Now back with Alex Gust. Rolled forward looking for Lawless and sent out a play for a Thunder throw.
Already a bit of feeling on the bench too from both gaffers. Both Loza and Adam Pittick just exchanging words, that's for sure. And as mentioned, Jay Kelly off now for Fabrizio, and hopefully it's nothing too serious for Jay Kelly because he's been very good in the first portion of this game for Altona. The ball goes out for touch and will stay with the Thunder. We tick now 25 minutes into this first half. And nothing's really separating both sides as of yet. Long throw is good. Salamovsky trying to get boot to ball. There was dispossessed in the end there by O'Driscoll. It's going to stay here with the Thunder. Jiba's going to throw this bad boy in for Dandenong. Jiba long throw, no good. Altona might retain possession in defense. They've been put under a little bit of pressure. Thunder's going to make sure that they keep it in their front third. Salamovsky had it. O'Driscoll dispossesses him. And here's Fabrizio now. First chance for him. It's going to be beaten though by Ismaili. Pierce Clark approaches outside his 18-yard box and boots that ball away to ensure that the Thunder retain possession, was what they do. Alessi. Jiba. And Thunder just, again, going to try and play conservative as Altona slowly rushing and trying to get possession back. And they get possession back here now. Chance now here for the Magic. And again, a bit too much in the end for Bourgeois. And he's been good in the first half for Altona, Bourgeois, and he's had a couple good looks at it too. And just unfortunately though, Ollie, some of the passes just haven't gone his way so far in this first half, and he's run out of real estate yet again.
Ismaili was hauled to the floor. Looks a certain free kick from here, but I wouldn't tell Goran Lozanovsky that, given his reaction. Ismaili going down the line, looking for Dixon. And the ball striking the corner flag. He's done well to see that one run out for a throw. Bit of a fortuitous deflection from a Thunder point of view. Lawless, taken away from him by his opposite number 8 in Edwards. Ball played behind Selamovsky. So Thunder were trying to build something. A couple of Magic players getting in the way of one another. Sahavdic eventually took it on, and the ball out of play for a Magic throw. Going down the line. Good play by Moel Hawley, who is on 4 yellow cards tonight, so the next one he receives will rule him out with suspension. If that is to come tonight, he'll miss the game against Green Gully next Saturday. A couple of other Altona players on 4 yellow cards, but John Stachevsky and Ismail Haji aren't in the squad tonight. Sheba, ball out of play for Dandenong Thunder throw. Soleimani trying to help it wide. Romanovsky working in a tight space. There's a switch of play. Ismaili into the path of Dixon, who for a moment went alone and still does. Edwards forced to go back. Altona well set up behind the ball here. Alessi. The Thunder happy to play this around. Ismaili. Now a little bit of space for Kerdar, who will spread it wide towards Romanovsky. It's a great ball. Romanovsky trying to send it in. Still be a chance here for Ben Jiba, who instead commits a foul, and it's going back the other way.
Rossi with the small touch in out to O'Driscoll. Here for Altona. They've given that ball up, so Thunder get possession back. Suleimani. He was Jiba. He's lost possession, and now Magic retain possession. Through midfield. Savajic. Now here for Buljak, who's been really good so far in this first half. He hits the deck. And again, no foul called, so a clean tackle there and clean challenge by Daniel Alessi. Should have done a lot better there, and fortunately Ahawari is the one who is the recipient of that one. Chance now here for Fabrizio. Can he get the first one into Buljak, and Drak misses. Magic though might get another chance, and again, solid defense there from the Thunder. Magic might go in for the third time. Again, no dice down. Dixon said no, but it was cut off there from Al-Hawari. Chance now for him to strike. Can they get it in? They can't. It hits the post and stays in play. Altona so unlucky. So, 2 or 3 really good chances to break the deadlock. And again, very unlucky, but again, solid defending from the back from the Thunder there, Ollie.
End up being a great ball across. There's still a chance maybe for Altona. I don't know how that one's not gone in. Still scratching my head. Sent high by Selimovsky. O'Driscoll to win the header. Suleimani providing the press. Very composed there by Aaron O'Driscoll. Looking to roll it forward. It's a smashing ball. Chance for Stephen Lawless, who scores. What a great ball forward from Aaron O'Driscoll. How composed was he? Rolling into the path of Stephen Lawless down the inside left channel. And there was a bit of an anxious wait from the Altona bench. But celebrations ensued once the ball hit the back of the net. The pressure tells, and finally, Altona hit the fronts.
Amazing composure there, Ollie, from Altona. Their time was coming. They had a couple of good chances in the last possession, but again, this is a lot cleaner, and the Altona bench up in raptures eventually with that first goal, and brilliantly caught by you. And Stephen Lawless again knows where to find him. That's his second goal of the campaign, and the Irishman has put Altona on the board to start this game off. So Altona lead 1-0 against the Thunder. So we're ticked over now to the 34th minute of this game.
Second goal of the season for Stephen Lawless. Scored his first in round 13 in a 5-4 win away at Manningham. So not the most regular of goal scorers, but he's some player. But when you're played in through like that from Aaron O'Driscoll, it's put onto a platter almost for you. Still had a bit of work to do, mind, but he did it well.
He did indeed. As you mentioned, the Irishman now with his second goal of the campaign, and we'll see what they can do now, Altona, as they got the lead. The 35th minute. Rossi with the goal kick. Now might be a bit of an uphill battle here now for the Thunder. Try and get possession back, they don't. Alawari did well. Good header away in the end there from Savajic. There might be a wait here for Fabrizio. He might cut it off, he does. Well done by Fabrizio. And saying that, Thunder regain possession. Kadar passes back to Mementi. Clark has got 2 to deal with, and almost made an absolute meal of that one, but was able to get out of dodge as quickly as he could. Ishmaeli did well, and Thunder might be on the break here, and they do. Edwards. Pass is good here for Kadar. Now to Dixon on the left-hand side. Dixon assessing his options. Going to play conservative ball back to Edwards. Now to Alessi. Thunder just playing a little game of chess here with Altona, trying to bide their time and make the right decision to go in for a chance to try and score. Good work there in the end by Edwards. Edwards might be going by himself here. Was blocked off there in the end. by the leaders. It did not face Christian Mossy one bit there, Ollie.
Great play by Daniel Edwards, though, to work a yard for himself. The shot blocked in the end, but a bit of quality there from the Western Australian. O'Driscoll. Altona unable to get the ball down and play there. Got it forward was Mukashar. Hawley, Gerard, 4 for Fabrizio. That was nicely worked, sent in towards the middle. The Thunder able to help it away. Ball towards Suleimani, who's had nothing to feed off so far tonight. O'Driscoll, all the way back to his goalkeeper. Might work here for Fabrizio, getting there ahead of him, Sevdim Ismaili, towards Romanovsky, who misjudged that. The Thunder might be let in here. Salimovsky won it back. Soleimani. Edwards. Alessi. Got around Fabrizio. Romanovsky. Could play down the right and a teasing ball across the face of goal. Dixon. The Thunder almost give it away. Keeping it there is Ismaili. Salimovsky inside the box. Electing to send away there Rossi. Here's Ali Suleimani inside the box, looking to pull it back for Salimovsky. Didn't quite work out for them. El Hawley to roll it in behind. Paul George could get there, he did, and good save by Piers Clark, who went straight over to the magic man in the box who was down. Maybe a few words exchanged that would have been harsh on Jawad Rezai's ear. The Altona bench sure that they should have had a penalty there. And Goran Lozanovsky and company's complaints won't lead to the penalty, but he's trying to make Ross Clark understand why they feel aggrieved. I'm no referee and wouldn't be the right person to provide comment on whether that should have been a penalty or not. Switch of play. Now out of play is Benji, but couldn't run it down.
Yeah, I'm in the same realm as you there, Ollie. I'm not going to make any further comment on that. Challenge? No, exactly. So I'm going to keep...
I wasn't in the best view to see it. Regardless, the referees do a great job. I couldn't do a better one, so we'll leave them to do the wonderful work that they do.
Absolutely. I'm not a referee. You're not a referees. Speaking of the referees, they found a free kick here now for the Thunder. So chance here for Dandenong. Set himself up for the set piece. They're going to go with a quick one here and opposite to hold off for the time being. One thing though is Altona look less stressed when they get possession. They know exactly what they want to do, and they've put a lot more pressure on Dandenong Thunder's front third in particular. Headed away here potentially, no goods. Rossi, it's on the back end of a header there from Daniel Alessi. And Magic can reset from the back. Deletus, O'Driscoll. Just have that nice Stephen Lawless goal last time out. Magic just, again, just keeping themselves nice and composed and just look how calm they are at the moment. They've got the 1-goal lead at the moment. But every time they get possession, they just sort of chip away and play conservative ball and aren't too stressed out at the moment. And they're going to switch in now through O'Driscoll. Deletus to Al-Hawari. He's going to try and cross this ball over to the far right-hand side. No good there. Cut off there by the Thunder. Away there was Aiden Edwards. Romanovsky got this possessed. Ball now with Buljarak. He's been a real cog up forward for them at the moment. Jarak might get a chance here. He's going to try and go himself here on this left-hand side and was cut off there in the end. And luckily, though, for Buljarak, he came off a Thunder defender, and it will be a corner kick for the Magic, and they'll set themselves up here in the 43rd minute to try and double their lead before half-time.
Looks like we're set for 3 added minutes at the end of the 45. Altona corner. Sent in high. Something that the Thunder defence had to deal with one way or another. Back with Al Hall, we'll try and float one in. Still not fully dealt with. Unless he'll try and head it clear. Sent back with interest. Could be a chance for Buljuarch, and able to get there was Piers Clark, who looks to get them moving away immediately. It's a long ball, and offside was Mohamed Salamovsky. He put the ball into the back of the net, but it won't count for anything. O'Driscoll to take the free kick. So Havdic went up with Ismaili. Edwards rolling it forwards. Over towards the Thunder right from Kerdar. Romanovsky back with the former victory man. Will try and set one in. Looked a good delivery, but O'Driscoll was there to make sure it didn't lead to anything more than that. O'Driscoll went with the switch. Well controlled by Rezai, who will roll it down the line, and that's not his best ball. Rezai gave it away. Kerdar, Soleimani. We're into those 3 added minutes now. Jiba, the former Port Melbourne Shark in Jay Romanovsky. The son of former Sharks club president Bill. Salamovsky had it taken away from him. He won the header. Dandenong on the turn. Here is the Englishman Dixon. Went with a step over. Inside the box, looking to cross one in. And there was Christian Rossi. That was rather easy for the Altona goalkeeper. He sent it long. Sahabdic, formerly of Peninsula Power. Fabrizio sending it back to the Magic's number 10. Had it taken away from him well. Edwards across. Now with Kerdar. As this first half winds towards a close. Dixon ignored the overlap. Went for the switch instead towards Romanovsky. It's a great ball. Good first time pass. Solomovsky! What a save by Christian Rossi! He got a claw up there and denied Mohamed Solomovsky what would have been not only a wonderful goal, but a timely leveller before the interval. Great stop to keep his team in front from Christian Rossi. Thunder corner sent in towards the back post and out of play for a goal kick, and that might be that as far as the first half's concerned. A few watches getting a workout as there's players and staff everywhere trying to decipher how long's left. And that will be that for a first half that, for the majority of it, has been a little bit tepid at times, and there's not been too many moments of quality. But you couldn't say that about the build-up to Altona's opening goal that separates the two sides. Stephen Lawler sent through on goal after a wonderful ball by Aaron O'Driscoll. And that is the only goal of the night so far. The Thunder's best chance coming in the shadows of the interval when Mohamed Solomovsky was wonderfully denied by Christian Rossi. But as we head to the break, Michael, it's Dandenong Thunder 0, Altona 1. Some final thoughts before we head for a break.
It's been a great half. As I said, Altona's probably been the better beneficiaries of that great goal from Stephen Lawless, but Thunder looked really attacking the last sort of 3 to 4 minutes of that first half, and we've been unlucky not to tie things up at the interval, so we'll see what happens in the second half.
Oliver Walker-Peel and Michael Thompson here with you. Stick with us, we'll be back after this. Years of hurt following either the Thunder or the Magic, so.
I was going to say, you played 20 years ago with England and Gilder, and I played 21 years ago with 21 years ago with Carl.
I've not had 20 with the Saints. Who
are you?
I love all the teams as well. Saints, England, the Leafs this year, goodness me. Goodness me. You ready? Yeah. Welcome back to George Andrews Reserve, where it's the visiting Magic who lead over the Dandenong Thunder at the break. A goal from Stephen Lawless after he was set free thanks to a wonderful ball from Aaron O'Driscoll. Stephen Lawless getting the opening goal. You may as well give as much of it as you can to O'Driscoll after that wonderful ball. And that's what separates the two sides. First half that lacked a lot of quality. And when a moment of quality came about, shock, that's the reason that it's 1-0 and not 0-0 at half-time. Oliver Walker-Peel and Michael Thompson here with you. And Michael, we'll get your thoughts now, I reckon. We've got a little bit of time as the Altona coaching staff make their way to the bench. How did you see that first half?
First half was good for both sides. As I said, sort of before we headed to the break, thought the last 3 or 4 minutes was really on the Thunder's terms and really put the defense of Altona under a little bit of pressure. But Altona looked a little bit more composed for about maybe 85-90% of that first half. Just that 4 to 5 minutes, the Thunder just looks really, really threatening as they kick us off here as that ball goes out in touch. But yeah, I'm looking forward to the second half. It should be a fantastic, fantastic second half between both sides, and I think there might be 1 or 2 more twists and turns as the last 45 minutes gets us underway here, Ollie.
I think there'll be a fair few more than that, hopefully. Well, that's what we're hoping for as neutrals. Shouts of handball against O'Driscoll were waved away. Ball forward towards Bourgeois as Alessi tried to get back there. This ball forward blocked. And just as I was about to throw it to there, Michael, I was watching Goran Lozanovsky and Co come across the pitch, and I was like, is there time? And I saw him just walking across, not in too much pace. I'm like, yep, there's time. Goran Lozanovsky been central to a lot of the off-the-pitch stuff that we saw in the first half, with a myriad of instructions towards his team. As Birkin-Kerdar was adjudged to have been fouled. Very good player, Birkin-Kerdar. He potentially didn't see as much of that in the first half. He didn't have too much to work with. But when he gets on the ball as he is here, he can usually make things happen. And the commentator's curse still exists. He gives it away to Gust, who then lost it in turn. He then fouled Romanovsky, puts his hands up straight away towards the referee. But the referee was always going to give that. If you are just joining us, the referee is Lucas Mattia, assisted by Ben Lipoleo, James Langoya, fourth official, Ross Clark to complete the officiating team. Ball in towards the middle. Header won by the Thunder, but Rossi out to get there first. It's for Bourgeois and sent out of play from Benjiba, the man in NPL Men's Victoria appearance number 84 in his career.
To be Altona with the throw-in. Ball with Bourgeois, who was great in that first half, and Altona keep possession. And as I said, that too, Ollie, a bit of commentator's curse, similar to what I did last night in NBL 1 action. That ball's gone out to touch over the byline. It'll be a Thunder goal kick. So Thunder through Piers Clark. Another stalwart of Victorian football for a couple of seasons in particular. Thunder playing from the back here. Ismaili back to Clark, and Clark's going to kick that out for touch. And that's hit the tree on the far left-hand side, and thankfully he's avoided all the cars, so it'll be an Altona throw-in on that far left-hand side. Good turnout too for Saturday night. Here, George Andrews Reserve. And just a little bit of a stalemate in the first 3.5, 4 minutes of this second half too.
So the Thunder bench thought that Suleimani was fouled. A bit of a wait from Lucas Mattia to make sure he thought through his decision. And he's brought the yellow card out there for Nur Sahavdic. First player into the book tonight. His first yellow of the season, in fact. Gust. Well played by Romanovsky. Delidis. Given away for Ismaili. And here's Danny Dixon sauntering down the Thunder left. His options arrive for him in the middle. He keeps it, Danny Dixon. Went alone and looked to try and get it in at Christian Rossi's near post. The Altona goalkeeper able to parry it behind as close as the Thunder have come in this second half. First real opportunity since leaving the changing rooms. They had one right before the break too. The corner is sent in. Long and too long for Daniel Alessi, to the frustration of those Thunder fans on this near side.
And I was looking at the Thunder bench, as you called that there too, Ollie. Just Adam Pittick went straight down into almost a fetal position, to knees, hands and head. He knew how close that was to going into becoming an equaliser for the Thunder. So hopefully he can try and keep the faith with his team. Rezai passes that ball over and sticks here a touch. Right in front of us is Alexander Gus, who's been directed to the position he's going to be throwing that ball in from. He's going to go for a long throw here, hopefully for Buljarak, and tried really hard there, and Savajic did well to keep the ball away. Passes off to Gus, now to O'Driscoll, and Altona going for that switch, which might be a bit more of a curse for them, because Thunder on the fast break here. Chance for them to have another good chance at trying to equalise in this game. Headed away, and a bit too much there in the end there for Salamovsky. It was a good cross in. Unfortunately, a bit too much there for Salamovsky in the end, and it'll be a goal kick for Altona. And again, just so much feeling on the bench for both sides at the moment. Altona continuing to keep this lead, as we see O'Driscoll booted out of dodge. Good little touch, and the Magic are away on that fast break here. Lawless hands it off now to Rezai. Rezai got dispossessed, and Thunder with reinforcements. As we say that, they've turned that ball over again. Fabrizio hits the deck and wins him. I was going to say wins himself a free kick, but Lucas Mateo's got other plans, and it'll be a Thunder free kick. So the free kick is against Daniel Fabrizio here, Ollie, and he was expecting to set himself up for the set piece, and not to be.
O'Driscoll. Savage now with O'Driscoll, who was a Southampton Academy graduate. Played in the Under-18s Premier League before moving on. It's flicked on from Salamovsky. O'Driscoll doing well. To play it forward, Mukashar. Altona caught offside. A bit cheeky there from Daniel Fabrizio, who might have earned himself a yellow card here for kicking the ball away, and he does. There was immediate distaste there from Piers Clark as Fabrizio scooped the ball into the back of the net. Now a couple of Magic players carded. Ball down the line looking for Dixon. Slimani couldn't keep it. Away from Mukashar, and out to play for a throw as the hosts prepare their first alteration of the evening. Here's Jawad Rezai. Razai lost it. Romanovsky trying to get through the middle of a couple and was brought down by Alex Gost. Mohamed Selamovsky to be taken off here. And Josh Karantz to come on. We've seen him work some late magic against the Magic before this season. Might be primed here to do it again. Good play by Sahadovic, looking to roll it in behind for Razai, who went over. Could break for Buljuarch, who makes it 2. It's goal number 9 in the league for Buljuarch. Firming as well as this league's best marksman. And whenever he's through on goal, you just feel as though the net bulges shortly after. And a big goal for Altona to put a bit of breathing space between them and their Dandenong Thunder counterparts.
And as mentioned too, with Buljuarch getting that goal, Gerard Razai was the one who slipped over in the end, and we thought it might have been a free kick to Altona, but it might have been a free, but a bit of more of an advantage for the referee who said play on, and Altona took full advantage of it, and now they've doubled the lead too. They lead 2-0, and opportunity for Dandenong to try and beat Altona here at home. It's almost fading away, Ollie, too, so potentially that 3-year wait might have to be a little bit longer.
And Josh Karantz would have thought that he'd be entering the game at 1-0. Now it might well be a 2-goal margin that he walks his way into. Suleimani trying to change that. Crawl bounce for Gost. Driscoll. Fabrizio. Razai to his left. Just to pull it back, Jawad Razai. The Afghanistan international unable to find a teammate, and this now might present opportunity for the change, which it will. And it will be number 15 on for number 16, Josh Karantz, formerly in MacArthur's academy, will take the place of Mohamed Selamovsky. Sent in, and Fabrizio unable to get over the top of that one.
Also to add on to that, substitution too for the Dandenong 2, this will be Karantz's 13th appearance this campaign too. He's 32nd overall, and he's only had the 1 goal so far, and he's got 4 in his entire career. So, as you mentioned, can cause a little bit if he wants to, Josh Karantz, and we'll see what he can try and do off the bench here for the Thunder. And well, goals are few and far between at the moment for the Thunder. They went down 2-0 in their last round of defeat too, and we'll see what they can do now from this reset. Suleimani through the middle. Here we go. Chance now for Romanovsky in a bit of space. You got dispossessed. Clean challenge there from Altona. Again, just as composed as need be, especially with a 2-goal lead. Razai, O'Driscoll. They're going to put this one out to the front third for the Magic. Last touch there came off Birkin Kadar. It will be an Altona throw in.
How good was that from Alex Gost? That was incredible. last-ditch tackle. It looked as though the Thunder would be in. Stunning challenge to keep it at 2-0.
Rezai did well. Smaller touchy for the Magic. Gus. O'Driscoll. Magic just observing their perimeter at the moment through midfield. O'Driscoll's going to switch. That long ball might be good, it is. Magic with possession, opportunity to try and inch for a third goal here. Ball there with Savajic, and he's been cut off in the end there through Karantz. Karantz a little bit overzealous with possession himself. Magic retain possession, and they're a bit more calm at the moment, the Magic. They're going to enjoy this 2-goal lead that they've got at the moment. Gust might be dispossessed here. No, they're going to keep possession, and that will be last touch, I believe, from the Thunder. It is. So Magic will retain possession. Gus throws the ball back in quickly now to O'Driscoll. Long ball might be good here for Rezai. Rezai might try and get to it, but Pierce Clark dives onto the ball. Good saving there from the number 1 for the Thunder, and just ticking to the 62nd minute. It's now Altona who lead 2-0 as O'Driscoll headers that ball out, and Thunder will throw the ball in here through Ben Jeeba.
Karski looking for the flick. Karantz putting the pressure on, almost winning it back. Altona try and play their way out of trouble. Smaley. Now Mehmeti. Daniel Alessi. Over for Jeeba. We'll try and arc it down the line. Good play by Gust. We'll work it down the line. Buljuarch in a foot race with Pierce Clark, who was quick to get there first and had to be. Karantz flicking it on for Ali Suleimani. Working down the Thunder right. The cutback was only as far as O'Driscoll. Lawless looking to clip it forward for Juarch, who was making a run in behind. It's the crossfield ball. Romanovsky will manage to keep it. Got to work it back for Jeeba, who forced his team a throw. Smaley towards the left. Dixon going around him there is Smaley looking to pull it back. Offside flag is up.
Unlucky again there for the Thunder. Good awareness there by the linesman though. So now ticking to the 64th minute of this game. Christian Rossi just observing where he's going to place that. Place it through midfield. Magic with possession through midfield. Rezai gets that ball from Edwards. So, my apologies, Lawless, I should say. Gus back to O'Driscoll. Thunder just trying to set themselves up in a zone just to try and stop the attack here from the Magic. So Magic are happy to play a bit of conservative ball between Deletus and O'Driscoll, and Another offside has been called, this time on the far left-hand side for the Magic. So Thunder will retain possession here. And that was Fabrizio there who was given the offside in the end.
Altona preparing a change. It looks to be Filip Jevchevsky to come on for Moel Hawley. So long as my good vision that you referenced before, or so-called good vision, is still intact. So Thunder want the switch. Romanovsky on the chest, then the head. Looking ambitiously for Giba. Hides the air from Razai. Ball sent down the line and will stay in play. Alessi on his greatest pass, an errant one. Back there to play it was Mehmeti with Juarch interested as Altona have it back. Sahavdic. Razai was making the run forward from the left. Altona want a free kick, won't get it. Romanovsky. Karantz to his right. That's where the ball goes. Here is Josh Karantz. Looking to cut it back. Could work, and the shot from Kerdar blocked. Clearance blocked by Edwards. Could work for Karantz, who tried to send it in low. And eventually Altona scramble clear. Juarch. Coming up there was Ismaili. Referee wasn't interested. Still Bull Juarch. Great run. And still would have been masterful, but couldn't get the shot away. And now the referee will check on the well-being of the Thunder number 4. In fact, my eyesight isn't very good because it's not Moel Hawley, it's Jawad Rezai. So there you go. That just proves that my eyesight is probably not as good as you think. I looked on the sheet was being passed across. I thought it said 16. It's number 26 and it's Jawad Rezai who comes off. You even cursed me there, Michael Thompson. I'm not having this.
Oh, Ollie. Well, here at the end of the day, when you get to my age, you'll see how bad the eyesight does go.
I'm not at your age yet.
Not yet. Exactly.
Oh, what does that say for me?
You're fine for now, at least.
So you say. Would have been nice if I'd have seen the correct number, but there you go. All's other ends well.
At least it gives us a bit of time just to relax, and gives the players a bit of time to relax too and sort of set themselves up to. And I think Thunder just need to be a bit more smarter with, and maybe not be just ordinarily smarter, but also maybe just try and take the game on now. So we tick into the 68th minute, so they've only got really 22 minutes of regulation time. You'd say about maybe 3 or so minutes of added time to come too. So I think for the Thunder in particular, they'll just need to maybe sort of take the game on a bit more too, which is what they've tried to do, but Altona have always got that trick in the book. So that's my sort of 2 cents worth at the moment for the Thunder. It's just, I think, now starting to take the game on as time becomes of the essence, as they get possession back here to Thunder. And for the time being, they had possession, and that ball goes out for touch, but it'll stay with the Thunder here. So, yeah, in short, Ollie, for the Thunder, just try and take the game on now in the last 20 minutes or so.
Well, they've got no other choice. 2 goals down with just over 20 to 90 to play, as you say. They have got no other choice than to try and take it on. Altona get a third, it's probably game over. Ball over the top. Fabrizio was onside. High ball. Clark elected to leave it as it's sent back in and into the bottom corner. That is outrageous from Stephen Lawless. Caught it sweet out of midair. And try as he might, Piers Clark couldn't keep it out. And that might well be that. 3 goals, 3 points. Surely heading back to Altona. And what a way for Stephen Lawless to probably put this game beyond all reasonable doubt.
Good news too for Stephen Lawless now. He only had the 1 goal from the campaign Before the start of this game, Oli, you can now say 3. He's doubled what he scored originally earlier this season too. So now 3 goals for Stephen Lawless this campaign, 2 tonight, 2 cracking goals, if I do say so myself. And the Irishman definitely close to best on ground, if that.
He is. That's the man of the match. Sewn up, I think.
So Stephen Lawless now with his second goal. He's got a brace. Altona have tripled their lead now on Dandenong Thunder. And it's now a question of what can the Thunder salvage in the last 20 minutes of this game, plus out of time. Carrance, can they at least get 1 goal, the Thunder, to try and give themselves somewhat of a sniff? Carrance was dispossessed and had 4 defenders to deal with. Alessi. Thunder going to try and switch down. They do. Romanovsky. Ismaili. I give it back. Does so. Suleimani to Romanovsky. And will be cut off here by O'Driscoll from Altona. And O'Driscoll will see that ball go over the byline. But again, 2 cracking goals from Stephen Lawless in this game. And Altona on top of this one. And again, what can the Thunder salvage in the last 20 minutes, Ollie?
It's not looking like a lot, is it? From here, everything and then some would have to go right for them. But you mentioned the Team of the Week that, of course, goes out on the social media pages. Of course, we've got a vote on that. I reckon there might be a very heavy Altona presence in that team when it's released, as Drew Archie's probably in it. Left it for Sahavdic at the edge of the box. Elected to fire one. Could still work for them. And it's sent over the top. Evchevsky just off the bench. Trying to add to the Thunder misery. And of course, as I say, we do vote on those teams as commentators, and I think if the game was to end now, and I don't know if it'll change all too much, I think I know where my 5 votes and 4 votes are going. I'm sure that's something that could maybe discuss later on, particularly if the game stays as it is. In the meantime, Kerdar. Free kick for Altona. Yeah, I think it's take your pick between, well, Lawless probably man of the match, and then Buljuarch and Aaron O'Driscoll probably next best. Just breaking the fourth wall as to how the Team of the Week's compiled and made by all of the wonderful commentary team that it's a pleasure to be a part of. For what it's worth, too.
I think Gus might be in my votes too.
For what it's worth, the Thunder could have gone above Altona with a win tonight. Altona starting the weekend in 8th. The Thunder could have gone there with a win. It's going to go the other way as things stand at the moment. Romanovsky looking for Suleimani. Goes towards the corner flag. Carrance, good work by O'Driscoll again. George drives in field. Shouts of be direct from Goran Lozanovsky. That was his intention, but the ball got stuck underneath his feet. Birkin Kerdar rolls it left. Ben Sheba trying to send one in. The Magic able to deal with it. There's a bit of space in midfield for the Magic. And a free kick against Fabrizio, trying to make use of that space. He threw an arm back, and that was adjudged to have been worthy of a free kick. I think Lucas Mattia will be getting a Christmas card off Goran Lozanovsky this year.
Not at all, I don't think so. And just to add to, with the 3 points potentially now to Altona, They're 2 points behind Dandenong City, who have the game in hand, but they've got that cracking King's Birthday game against the Oakley Cannons on Monday afternoon, which I'm looking forward to. Flick between that and, of course, the traditional King's Birthday game between Collingwood and Melbourne in the AFL. But, again, what would be really good for Altona is if Oakley get a result and Dandenong City don't. But then you look at the grand scheme of things, after 17 games, it'll be 2 points between both Altona and Dandenong City on the table too, Ollie.
The thing is, finishing 7th and finishing 8th is really similar. You're both not where you want to be, and you're still a fair way off Port Melbourne, who, if Altona are to sort the points, they'd still be 8 points back of the Sharks. Here is a former Shark trying to send one in low. It's a wicked delivery. Some ball in and nobody in red and black gambled. Able to win a corner was Burke and Kerdar, but it could have been so much more for the hosts. Sheba floats it in. Away by O'Driscoll. Alessi trying to fashion something and tipped over by Rossi. Got a crucial hand to one at the end of the first half, and that one just helped guide it over. You're never sure there as a goalkeeper, I bet. But he did well just to help that one over. It's high from Suleimani towards the back post. Punching Rossi. Romanovsky trying to send that one back in. And it's sent closer to the fans lining the fence.
Also, I've spoken to a few former goalkeepers who've played in the NPL Victoria, and they always expect the unexpected when trying to save the ball, even if it is going over. They always want to get that Midas touch just to get some clarity to make sure that ball does go over. Here's Fabrizio now for Altona, who's been really good since coming on for Jay Kelly in the first half. We talk about our votes too, Ollie. He's definitely someone I'll feature, maybe potentially my votes too, and he's in contention. O'Driscoll. Deletus. Head away. Edwards. It's ball back. And it's dispossessed here. Thunder trying to go through the middle here. Through Edwards. Romanovsky. Passes back. And Thunder was trying to switch, but unfortunately for Ismaili, his ball goes at the touch and it'll be an Altona throw in.
I'm now sure that Mo El Hawley's going off. We were saying early on that I thought it was the number 16 and it was the 26. This time it will be Mo El Hawley to come off, and we've got another player whose number ends in a 6 coming on in Daniel Di Francesco, formerly of Western United. Made one Australia Cup appearance against the Wellington Phoenix in a game that was played at GMHBA Stadium of all places in Geelong.
Good venue.
Formerly of Genoa and Cesena as a youth footballer too in Italy. It's rolled across, ball in behind, Boudreaux was offside, he put the ball in the back of the net. And the whistle had gone just as he struck the ball. Just the wrong side of the line there. That one will hurt on a cold night like this, particularly given it's a mitre ball. You don't want one of them striking your calves on a cold night like this, goodness me. O'Driscoll, whose composure unlocked the Thunder back line in the first half. Not looking to do the same thing there, as Altona rather sloppily give it away. Mehmeti up against Di Francesco, recently introduced. Now Carantz. He's had a play for a Thunder throw.
And you mentioned new substitution on here as well for Altona and formerly Western United, but I was going to mention too is that ball goes out for touch. Speaking of Western United, they got the job done earlier tonight against Bentley 2, 4-1 out at Tarneets, and a big win. And unfortunately, no dice for George Kasakas in the Bentley Greens tonight, but they'll regroup. So I thought I'd just put that reference in there too. That at least Western United got the 3 points tonight at home, 4-1 over the Bentley Greens.
And of course, at VPL 1 level, it's Western United's reserves. Here's Fabrizio, who will look to work a yard for a shot. He did so well and fired just off target. How well did he work that? Daniel Fabrizio was dazzling stuff, but couldn't find the top corner as he craved.
Romero's coming on.
As the Thunder will react with another substitution, the former Box Hill man in Joseph Romero will come on here for his 10th league appearance of the campaign.
For Ismaili.
And Sevim Ismaili coming off, so that makes sense. One fullback on, one fullback off. Ball over the top. Soleimani couldn't quite get there. O'Driscoll to head it out of play. Ismaili trying to arc one in towards the back post. Header on goal was straight at Rossi from Ali Soleimani, who we've seen score goals here against Altona before. That one probably wouldn't have meant as much as either of the two he scored in 2021, which looks like remaining as the Thunder's last win over Altona here. So Havdic. And if you don't know what we're on about with that game back in 2021, about 3 years ago, go back and find it because it's incredible. This is before nostalgia takes over us completely. We'll report the change, which, as mentioned, is Romero on for Sevim Ismaili. Just to complete the point, it was the 15th of May 2021, so it's been over 3 years now since the Thunder last prevailed over Altona here in the league. As Romanovsky was putting the pressure on Gost, he won it back and did really well. Good close control. Looking to try and send one in, Benjiba. Had Christian Rossi side pedalling and back pedalling. Fabrizio trying to work clear of Soleimani. Still Fabrizio skipping through the middle of a couple. It's Daniel Fabrizio, goes over. Referee saw nothing wrong with all of that. Now with Gost, who saw something that a lot of others didn't. Gets it back though. Try and send one in again. And Romero with his first touch tonight works it back for Clark, who then sent away for an Altona throw.
So now stick down to the last 6 minutes of regulation time, as we said, probably about maybe 3 or so minutes of stoppage time, you'd say, to come. Here's Buljarak now here for Altona. Heads back, does so, finds Alex Gust, who's been great tonight, down back, and likewise Fabrizio, who's been great coming on for Jay Kelly earlier tonight. Chance in now and a goal! And it's a man who we haven't called too much of tonight. Mukashar scored, made it 4-0 now for Altona, and a definite 3 points are going their way, and love to see a smile on Loz's face. Loz is very happy, and as he should be too. A great strike there from Mukashar. and Altona now go 4-0 up in the 85th minute here, Ollie.
That's one of the most aesthetically pleasing goals I've seen in this league for a long time. Curl on that was brilliant. Picked out the top corner with consummate ease there, did Saad Mukashar. And while there was a few Thunder fans who headed to the exit door a while ago, I might still be back in their living rooms. There's a few more that have joined them now. There's a double Dandenong Thunder switch. But we'll see Artem Baki, one of the two on, and Louis Heising, the other. Ali Soleimani was one of the two withdrawn, and the other is Josh Karantz, who has become a substituted, which you very rarely see. Duarch. As the Thunder have it back, here's Romanovsky. Had Baki to his right. Edge of play. And the Thunder are offside. This is nowhere near even the Thunder's worst home loss of the season. You might recall a game in late April where they fell 8-0 to Avondale. So this half as bad. No red cards of which to speak either, which is a good thing, as there was that night, of course, to Jordan Smiley. Not much going right for the Thunder at the moment, it's fair to say. Lovely work by Fabrizio. Ball forward wasn't the best, though. Here's Romanovsky. He did well to get away from Lawless. And Jay Romanovsky. The 18-year-old not happy with that.
Just want to quickly reference to Ollie too that at least Altona clean up their goal difference too. And they'll be now on the -8 goal difference. 26 they've scored so far in this campaign. With their 34 they've conceded.
So they're making that goal difference look a little bit better. It's still not great, as you mentioned. They've been on the wrong end of some bad ones themselves with a 4-0 and a 4-1. 4-0 against Altona and a 4-1 against South Melbourne. This shaping to be their biggest win of the year. It's going to be their first win since round 11, which was also away from home against Moreland City. They haven't won at home since round 9 against St Albans. So wins have been hard to come by, but it's not been so tonight. Here is Fabrizio. Romanovsky gave it away, presented it to Buldrach, who will run at the Thunder back line. A good challenge from Daniel Alessi, and it had to be. Romanovsky about to move into 3 minutes of added time at the end of the 90. Duarch looking for a bit of a kick and rush job. That ball is sent long and straight to Christian Rossi.
At least one thing, Ollie, my eyesight's somewhat amendable there, 3 minutes of added time.
Better than mine, apparently.
Your eyesight's been good for the most part of the night, at least. I'll give you that.
I mean, to be fair, the paper was quite small and the number written on it smaller and quite a fair way from where we're standing up on the gantry here, but even still.
O'Driscoll. Now they're just going to ebb as much time as possible here, Altona. They've got 3 minutes left before they can celebrate. Chance here for Razai. He slips over again, but gets up and thunder away here through Romanovsky. Can they try and stop the clean sheet from happening? And as far as Mukash's concerned, he says no. We're going to make sure we're going to maintain that clean sheet tonight so our goal difference can be somewhat where it needs to be. As we mentioned, still -8, 26 they've now scored for the entire campaign, 34 they've conceded, but as mentioned, they've cleaned it up just a little bit, but again, it's a long way to go to try and catch up that goal difference for Altona, but a win like this is definitely a good start there, Ollie.
Absolutely, and you speak about goals scored, and you say that Altona have scored 26. Speaking of scoring goals, how much of the Thunder missing Wade Decker? Of course, as we mentioned right off the top, away on international duty with Sri Lanka. Will be back before long, but the Thunder will be hoping he's back soon enough because they've missed him tonight.
Thunder with the ball here. Dixon, he's been a bit quieter since the first half. Mukashar through the middle. And Altona are happy to sort of eat as much time as humanly possible off the clock here. Alex Gus has been tremendous down back tonight for the Magic. As we mentioned, Ollie and I got a vote on the players from 5 down to 1 on who we thought was superb, and I think I've kind of got my 5 players already in tow, Ollie, so I'm looking forward to cross-examining them with you at the conclusion of our broadcast tonight. Kadar got this possessed. Maybe one more chance here for Girac, and again, too much mayo on that pass for Girac, and it's into the reliable mitts there of Pierce Clark, and we're about under a minute now left in this game, and Lucas Mateo is going to look at his watch just to make sure that the 3 minutes have elapsed. Altona is going to see that clock eat away, and Thunder maybe have one more chance to potentially make sure that Altona don't have the clean sheet, and Lucas Mateo says that's enough, and Altona get the much needed 3 points. Win this one 4-0 in what was a real complete 90 minutes from the away team, and they're now 2 points behind Dandy City, as we said, who've got a game in hand until Monday afternoon, I should say, when they play Oakley. And hopefully this is the start of something special for Goran Lozanowski. We've got about 9 games left of the campaign before finals, so finals are not out of the question just yet for Altona, but they're going to have to be pretty much perfect now in the second half and down the stretch here, Ollie, to really try and get in touch with where Port Melbourne are, who are sitting quite nicely in 6th position.
Well, Port Melbourne are in a great position, as you mentioned there, Michael, but if Altona play like that right the way down to the end of the campaign, you'd give them a right chance. Of course, the Thunder, the opposition they were playing tonight, they didn't cover themselves in glory whatsoever. I don't think Adam Piddick will be very happy with that at all. There might be some harsh words. The hairdryer might be brought out in that changing room in just a few minutes' time, but you speak about the top 5 on the pitch, and there's not going to be a single Dandenong Thunder player that's going to factor even close, because Altona had options everywhere and so many that were so good, and it presents a little bit of thinking time for Adam Piddock and his men. From George Andrews Reserve, full time here in the NPL Men's Victoria Clash. It's finished. The Dandenong Thunder 0, Altona Magic 4 from Michael Thompson, myself, Oliver Walker-Peel, and the rest of what was quite a busy gantry up here throughout the duration of tonight. We will bid you farewell. Take care, stay safe, enjoy the rest of your weekend, particularly if you are an Altona Magic fan, and bye for now.